Hey guys and gals, this is your host Joe, setting up for another Spyder ride. I'm going to post to Life with Yosef and Riding Renaissance. It is Sunday, July the 3rd of 2022, about 1:15 in the afternoon. I got a little bit of a slow start, but I had everything charging and stuff, and I didn't wake up in time for breakfast, so I kind of slept in. And I went and got a little earlier lunch, and I ate lunch and made sure that my wife was ready to go. Only some minor struggle this morning to get everything together, but I'm good to go. I'm going to go for a little ride today, just a day ride. I think I'm going to talk about golf, as well as some other stuff. So I think it's a good day today, because when I come back over the hill from the East Bay and Tri-Valley, I'm not going to be fighting all the coming home traffic. So we'll check in with you at the next stop, and we'll see what's next. Our first stop of the day, and we're not even out of Stockton to I-5 yet. We're still on Benjamin Holt. Finds us at the border of Swenson Park Golf Course in the Swenson Park neighborhood of Stockton. I have played here. It's a fairly flat valley type park style course. Notice there's just not a lot of people for a Sunday afternoon on a 3-day weekend. That'll be packed. I talked about how people of my vintage are aging out of golf, and the people of, if I had children or grandchildren, they're just not interested. So there was talk before we went to Oregon that Stockton was planning on selling the land for housing. And the neighbors got really upset about that, so I think it's on hold. So we're gonna go by 2 other Stockton golf courses and talk about them next. So we'll see what's next. I pulled off right here to take a little higher shot of Lyons Golf Course, LYON''S. I tried to get in, but the road's gated, and I'll talk about it in a second. I was gonna pull up in front of the golf course. I'm on Rough and Ready Island in Stockton in San Joaquin County, California. This is really owned by the Port of Stockton, but part of it was, or still is, some type of military installation. And the golf course here is used to be Lyons Golf, LYON''S. It's a really short, easily walkable par 3 course with, I think, 2 par 4s. I played here a bunch, both with my wife and by myself. It used to be only for the government, for military and then government employees. And then when whoever runs it was going to not run it anymore, the city of Stockton bought it. But the mayor at the time, and I can't think of his name, basically said, look, we need to overrule a rule here that says you can't spend public money at the private golf course, but if the city would have waited until they actually took possession, the courts would have died. So they actually were smart and And the city maintained the course up until the city took ownership. And then they allowed a public play. I can see here now that, well, there is no more public play. I knew it had closed, and I didn't think it was all fenced off. So I think we're done here, and we'll press on to see what's next.
Bronze, take our pride.
Our next stop of the day finds us at what used to be Van Buskirk Golf Course in Stockton. I played here more than once. It's like a lot of valley courses built in the 50s on the valley floor. It's awfully flat, but it's still nice. You get to hack the ball around. I was still in Stockton, actually at Flag City, when the city shut this down. There were a lot of unhappy people. It was a reasonably inexpensive place, and it was easy for newer golfers. Now, we could get into the argument of should tax dollars support a golf course? And then again, what should and shouldn't tax dollars support on a broader social conversation? Nevertheless, oh hell, there's a story here. This may not be the best neighborhood, and some off-duty deputies were playing out here, and they had their off-duty weapons in their golf bags, and the guys, the robbers came and robbed them when they weren't next to the golf course or golf cart, and then they ran away, hopped a few fences, and they're long gone. So you just never know when you're gonna get robbed. So anyway, that's our story. We'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day, about 2:45 in the afternoon on July the 3rd of 2022, which is a Sunday, finds us on Howard Road in rural San Joaquin County. Up here about a half a mile or so is Tracy Boulevard, which we're gonna turn south on and head on into Tracy. I have an idea where my next 2 or 3 stops are. One's to get gas, probably. I should top off and probably fill up one of my cups. Gas in Tracy is a gouge, but anyway, so we're gonna sit here a little bit more, take a little bit more to drink. I wanted to show you, I bought a 1-gallon cooler. A jug. It's it's insulated in metal, and I have it filled with ice water. Now the reason for that, as I get the dirt off this, is that when when I'm out riding in the warmer weather and I want to wipe my head and my neck and my face and my body down, I have a gallon of ice water to use, as well as whatever water I bring with me. So anyway, we're going to sit here just a touch more. Maria's all set for dinner. I went and got us Panda yesterday, and she still has a bunch of hers, so she's fine, and we'll see what's next. Our next stop, about 3:15 in the afternoon, finds us at the Mountain House Bar, which is closed for the weekend. I've seen aerial pictures of old poor being here, but there's no trespassing, and I'm going to respect private property. No, I don't see it anymore. Anyway, here's a little bit less older part of the Lincoln Highway. So we're gonna get us a sip, and bluntly, we'll see what's next. But I was hoping if I could find it, I'll either pip in or just cut in an aerial. So we'll see. You'll either see it or you won't, but we will see what's next.